Yo, what's up, everybody? Welcome to HEX News. It is episode 45, 4/20/22, April 20th. It's the 420 extravaganza. So, let me bring on my trusty co-host, Mr. Sid. What's up, Sid?
What's up?
Whoa, your audio is totally messed up, bro. You better get off and come back on.
Okay.
That sounds crazy. In the meantime, we'll bring up Adam. Adam's our special 420 guest today, Mr. Vibra Finance CEO. How you doing, brother?
Good. What's going on?
All right. Good to see you, man. Did you hear that? Did Sid's audio sound crazy to you?
Yeah, he definitely sounded a little robotic there.
All right. Yeah, it sounded like he was in like another dimension or something. Oh, shit. Happy 420 to you, sir.
Oh, yeah, you as well.
Yeah, baby. We live in New York where, everything is nice and relaxed at this point in the in the cannabis department. So that's a good thing. We can speak freely. We can behave freely.
You finally came around.
10 know.
10 years behind Vegas, Cali, but hey, we're here.
I really never thought I would see it in my lifetime. Like, I never thought I would see that happen. Like, when I was younger, I'm sure, like, when you were younger, like, did you think that you would ever see that happen? Like, the way it was when we were kids, it was like,
No.
You know what I mean? It was like, you might as well have been, like, freaking, smoking crack or something back in the day. People were crazy.
It was really like, it was demonized.
Yeah, totally. So it's great. I'm really happy to have seen things come around. Everybody does whatever they want to do within reason.
Freedom of movement and freedom of assembly.
That's right. The more freedoms we have, the better.
Exactly.
And with all the money that was involved, that's what surprised me. How it took New York so long. I was, you know what I mean? Like, you would think they would have been like first or second, knowing how much money that was going to bring in,
Right.
But I'm sure it's just something to do with the federal bullshit,
Oh, always something, always some regulation, always some nonsense to prevent people from conducting business.
All right, let's bring in Sid. Let's try again.
Yo, is it okay now?
Yeah, it's all good now.
All right.
Crystal clear.
Okay, good.
Welcome to the HEX News 420 extravaganza.
Yeah, happy 420, guys.
Yeah, Canada, man. Canada's been ahead of the game for a whole lot longer than we have. They've been,
Oh yeah.
They had those relaxed laws.
2017.
Was it? That's it?
Legal.
Really? I thought it was even longer, but I guess not.
I think it was around then. Yeah, 2016 or 17, something like that.
Crazy. Exactly. Yeah, it's 420. What'd you think? We were going to be on time? Come on.
Nope.
People talking about being late. All right, let's say hi to everyone. What's up, T-Rab? Tex Hex Crypto Sven, 4 minutes late, he says. Yes. No, so I think I was more like 6 minutes late, actually. JFK 666. What's going on? Brissology, man. What's going on? Good to see you, brother. DMT, what's up? Steak Hex, thank me later. Love that name, man. Love it.
Great name.
Steak and Bake. That's Freddie's thing, man. He was just on for like 6 hours or something, I think. I was supposed to go on there and I didn't get on there because I was eating dinner. That's my excuse. I'm working.
Eating dinner.
Bougie Raccoon. Black Hexagon, what's going on? Mobius, always good to see you. Ninja Chopstick, Larry Ballsack. What's up, Lindsay? Hex Hoddle, David Morales. Good to see everyone. What is P33? What is going on with I'm just seeing this too. Like, I'm like missing shit left and right lately.
It's a new meme coin, isn't it?
Yeah, it's
That's
some meme coin.
It's real. It's a real thing.
It is. There was a stream on it, and I went to the chat and was the first person in there and wrote, "Isn't it the Pen 15 question mark?"
Well,
But yeah, I don't know anything about it.
I wonder so I wanted to talk
Yeah,
about,
same.
you know, like, what's up, Jay, Drew? I wanted to talk about, so like, we got this hex.info thing that Adam just brought up. So let me let's see if we can, here, I'll show you this.
Yeah, it was going around our Discord server, and at first we thought it was a joke, and looked into it a little more. So we decided that we'd take a little deeper dive into it tonight and see if we can get to the bottom of it.
So, Sid, what have you heard about this?
P33. About P33?
Not P33, the other one, the hex.info thing.
It's called PulseDogecoin.
Actually, I haven't heard of
Yeah.
that. Haven't heard of that one.
Right? I hadn't heard of it today either.
On Twitter, it started going around that there is a surprise coming on 420. And then today came out saying that there's a free claim for this coin for all stakers of Hex. And based on your class you're in Staker app, there's an allocated coin per animal you are.
Oh, nice.
All right,
Yeah.
so I'm gonna bring
Check that out. Yeah.
I'm gonna bring this up.
So I saw a lot of people saying, "Oh, don't do it. You can't trust it." But
Yeah, well, I mean, generally speaking, right? We definitely don't want to. What the hell?
Yeah, I don't want to fund it.
Literally.
I don't want to, we just saw it and wanted to talk about it.
Right. So yeah, but just like as in general, we don't ever want to recommend any kind of airdrops, that you're not expecting. Like if you didn't like actively participate in something, and you're not looking for an airdrop, or of course you always have to have like no expectations of for most things, but there's a whole lot of stuff out there in crypto. Like if you just look at your wallet in Etherscan or on BSC or something, you're going to likely see all kinds of crazy shit that you did not ever like purchase, or nobody ever sent you that you were aware of. So like I guess I can't say most people, it seems like it's commonly known, but I think there's still plenty of people out there that do not know to not interact with those coins, because even if you just try to sell it, if that's how they get you to, some of them even show value somehow. I don't know how, but they show value. They'll have a couple of DEX trades or whatever, and they can the AMMs will pump out a price or some shit, and like it'll look legit. You can look like it'll look like it has trades. Everything will look good, right? And you'll go to sell it, and then you'll have approved when you interacted with the contract and approved it. You will have approved some nefarious shit that will, give someone else permission to or access to your money, or permission to drain your ETH balance, or
just dump your whole wallet.
Yeah, right. So I mean, these things happen. This is not like I'm not like making this shit up. This happens left and right. So you got to be really careful. And just because someone makes a Twitter page that looks legit and is saying, "Oh, we care about hexagons," you can't just take that at face value. You have to go and do your research. And honestly, I mean, I'm still I flip-flopped about 5 times on it just in like a half an hour, wondering if it was real or not, because it has all the signs and symptoms of something that's legit. But
I just on Ninja Chopsticks comment here about interacting with the contract. So someone was putting out earlier that you can't do it on Etherscan. It's not legit. Well, I read there was another post that was interesting saying the contract that's deployed looks good. They're using a Merkle proof, which is the reason the person before thinks it's a scam. TLDR, it's a way to check if your address qualifies for the claim without incurring too much gas when you do it. I'm not a dev, but I know enough Python to go over it and have a decent idea if I could see anything wrong with it.
Was this in the Discord, Adam?
This was on Twitter. This was
okay.
A reply to somebody saying that, you know, don't trust it. It's a scam, because it's been getting blasted on Twitter.
Well, let's up that one thing. So we'll just, you know, so here's the thing. Hex.info, right? PulseDoge, it's not the, first of all, it's not the original PulseDogecoin, the one that came out several months ago or even a year ago now, it might have been. The PulseDoge Win, you know, the one that makes all the funny memes and shit. Yeah. That is not the same token. This is something totally different, totally not affiliated. This person or, you know, whatever does spell that out on here. So, but yeah, so they, you know, they basically come out saying, and it came out today, it started just today. Where did we, I want to find where I had found the Etherscan. There was a post that had the Etherscan info on it. Hold on, let me just see if it's right here. And me and Adam were looking at this earlier, and we saw, you know, here it is. It does have like trades and stuff, but you know, I guess maybe that doesn't necessarily mean anything.
Right. You know, it could be, you know, it could just be people who created it trading back and forth. I mean, I'm not sure, but
here we go.
The price has gone up from $1 to what, $1.64 now. So
PulseDogecoin
PLSD. All right, so hold on. Let me just. Is it really? All right, let's go to, dude. Oh wait, sorry. I don't know if anyone just heard that. I had an echo in my ear for a second. Sorry. All right, so
right now I'm legitimately 50-50.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm like 70-30. I'm really not convinced.
So this coin's on Uni right now?
All right. So yeah, it's on it's on Uniswap, it's on Ethereum, it's just a ERC20, I believe.
Let's
see. PLSD. Here it is.
Just like
Dogecoin. Yeah. So it's $1.27. So what did it? You said it launched at like a dollar. Yeah, it's up 25%. So, and if we go and
we're claiming it because that post was $1.64. People must have just claimed it and dumped it, I'd assume.
Right. So here's Etherscan. Here's PulseDogecoin on Etherscan. There's the max supply is 130,222. Does that change? Is that
that's not right. If you go to on the website PulseDoge,
it tells you.
It tells you exactly about the tokenomics and what the max supply can be. I just looked quick for a second. I don't remember.
So let's see.
Sorry, there can only ever be up to 12 million.
Okay, 12 million.
Yep.
So that must be related to somehow I don't even know what. No, never mind. I was going to say something totally stupid. I'm so glad I didn't say that.
There will probably be way less coins than 12 million. That's the max. That's because unless the claim rate's 100%.
All right. So right now we have 213 holders only. So that's not a lot. Right. If we look at what I was looking at earlier was the DEX trades.
I want to see how many people claimed it.
Yeah, I don't know how to look at that. But
if you go back, it tells you the transactions. It'll tell you whether it was a claim or
really?
If it was, go back one. And see where the message right there, it'll say if it was a claim or if it was.
Oh, yeah. Okay. I got you. Oh, that's right. It's just like I just like with Hedron, it'll say claim or mints or whatever.
Yep.
That's right.
I guess we could see how many people have claimed it. I mean, and if they're actual addresses that have been around for a while doing other stuff.
Well, let's just look at someone who just claimed. What did this person just do?
2 minutes
ago. See
what
this transaction was. looks like someone bought PLSD. I don't know.
Yeah.
So people are buying it, and let's see what this claim looks like.
So okay, so there we go, 100 of them. That should have been. It's 100 is for crab.
A crab. So I guess I should probably go to the website so we can show that, or you can bring it up actually if you
How
want
much is
to.
the coin right now?
Right now it's at $1.40. Oh, it just pumped up 13 cents. It's a really low supply, right?
Melv Tony in the chat.
Yeah, right. With
so.
Melv Tony, we need Melv Tony wouldn't be caught dead given a PLSD PulseDogecoin update and a HEX stream. Are you kidding me? Melv Tony is a classy guy. All right, Melv Tony would never soil himself and his image and his reputation with PLSD coin. No, I'm not. I'm just kidding.
You never know.
On 420 of all days, like
right.
So, but let's see so that was that buy that we just looked at that literally pumped it up.
Yep.
we literally just looked at that buy from freaking 2 minutes ago, and the price pumped 13 cents in, let's see, that was like
2 minutes.
What was that?
5
but
minutes.
that was 44. That was a $4,400 purchase.
Yeah,
that's what that was. So
no,
that's
it was 4,400 coins at $1.27 or whatever.
Is that what that is? I thought it was. I thought that was the quantity of the.
When you were clicking on it earlier, yeah.
Oh yeah, it is. You're right. So it's. Oh, so that was actually over $6,000.
Yeah.
Holy crap. Okay, so it was a $6,000 purchase. Pumped the coin up 13 cents.
Wow.
I like those numbers. I might want to claim this.
Yeah, I'll let you claim it first and make sure all your stakes are still there tomorrow.
Oh yeah, right. No, that's the good thing about it is there's this is a terrible thing to say, but there's going to be plenty of people that try it. They're doing it right now. We're not going to be whatever we're doing is not going to influence them to either do it or not, right? No. I'm not telling you to go do this. I'm still 70% think it's a scam. So I'm not touching this shit with a 30-foot pole.
That's what I mean. I'm 50-50. So I think you think it's more. Oh yeah, never mind. Yeah.
I'm terrified to touch this shit. And you would have to. Hey, Bit, what's up, bro? What's up, Al? So, like, you'd have to be really like pretty risky, like.
Go back and see a couple of the claims if there are people that have
yeah, that's right. I wanted to check out the wallet actually.
You should just make a separate wallet that has one hex staked.
All right.
That way you can test all these different.
You have to. A crab only gets 100 coins. So you have to already have been a stake, like
right.
Okay. Yeah.
So that's what they're like. If you guys can share screen, right? And then I can throw it up there.
I don't have anything popped up.
All right. Maybe I'll go check it out in a second. But basically, what Adam's talking about is like they have different levels. So based on your staker league, apparently you get a certain amount. So that's why we only see on all the claims right here. We see either 100 or 750. 750 was a squid, you said, right? All right. So let's look at this guy. See the problem. And what I was talking to Adam about earlier that sucks though is that the staker leagues are determined by not just one address, like it's determined by your account and like all the addresses that you put in, add to that account is what is, at least from what I can tell. That's the way it seems to do it. Because every time you add a new address or whatever.
It's only, it's only one guy as far as we know. Hex.info is the handle on Twitter. So I don't think there's a, founder. It just seems just to be one guy that was doing something for the community,
or doing something for the community, or himself. We'll see, right?
Yeah, exactly.
All right, so here's. Wait, I thought this was a claim. This was. Oh, hold on. All right, so I wanted to look at a claim for. All right, so here's a claim for 750.
Yep, that 750 is going to be a
Supposed to
squid.
be a squid wallet,
Yep.
right?
Yep.
So let's look at right here. We'll look at the from. Oh, so they got only. All right, so they got 100,000 liquid hex. They got a little bit of hedron in there, but this isn't the real test. The real test is when we copy it and then we go to stakehex.today. We throw it in there. And okay, so yeah, they have 757 T-shares. They are indeed a squid.
Yeah, that's a squid.
So someone put this wallet on the line right here. And let's see, this is in current or yeah, this is current. This is not even projected. So I mean, they got $1 million in value in that friggin' wallet, and they claimed that shit. So that's risky as hell as far as I'm concerned. I'm no millionaire.
Yeah, I was right. 757 T-shares.
Right? As far as I'm concerned, this guy's balling. This in my world, this guy's balling.
Right. I mean, go back to the other. I mean, I guess all the squids are going to be what? Is it like 80 or 90 T-shares?
I think it's always been around like 110 or so. Like
okay. So everyone's gonna have 150 grand in their account minimum then about.
Oh yeah. That's about it. That's about right.
So all those, so I guess you could just look at all the claims and see. I mean, yeah, I guess it would be hard. I mean, how many people are gonna have multiple squid accounts that you could go and claim it with if you really wanted to pull this
Oh, look
off?
at this ladder. I'm salivating looking at this ladder, man. I love this. This is great. Look at this every month. Look at this right now. Like for a while, like for the next until all the way through the end of the year, this person's got stakes coming out.
It looks
That's
like
nice.
every month forever.
Forever, for all of eternity, man. No, this is good. This is nice. This guy
That was
built
expensive to stake.
Bro, this guy put in some work.
But so that's a ladder. That looks like a laddered monthly 5555 or
Let's see what they got. Let's see if they got some. I'm sure they got some big ones in there. Oh yeah. 3.69 T-shares. They got 3.69 T-shares all over the place. I wonder if that was by design. Look, 3.69 T-shares, 3.69, 3.69.
So what that is like I did a 5555 and I laddered it to pay me every year. So it broke it down and it gave me like 1.1 T-shares. So it stakes the same amount that's what that looks like.
Yeah, I know.
They're
awesome.
Like huge ladders.
This is amazing. Indeed. This is amazing. I love this person. I want to find this person, and I'm going to leave my wife and marry this person, man or woman. Right, DJ Crypto Matic, bro. That's a nice ladder.
When all their T-shares are gone to Pulse Dogecoin's wallet tomorrow,
Yo,
looking to marry you.
Just remember, that's what this started. This is where this started, guys. This freaking started. We're looking at this wallet because this guy just claimed this very potentially scam coin. Oh man, I really hope for this dude or dudette's sake that the PLSD is legit.
I look the hex.info, his Twitter, it looks like an OG hex again. I look far back in the Twitter account, and it.
Oh, what do you mean? I thought that Twitter account was not old.
I thought it was like 7 or 8 months old.
Well, that's not old. Well, I guess it's older than I would expect though for this. All right, so what's his website?
PulseDoge.com.
PulseDoge.com.
Yeah, it brings you right to it. Yep.
This guy just straight up ganked the freaking PulseDoge name from that other guy.
True.
He's just like, yo, fuck your PulseDoge. I'm taking that shit.
Yeah. Yeah. July 2021. So what's that? 8 months.
Yeah, I guess that's true. All right. So yeah, this is it. This is the next dude. There's gonna be like 29,000 Doge coins on freaking Pulse. There's gonna be like, you know what I mean? Like
there's so many.
There's already so many. There's already like 5 of them, I think. Like,
well, and somebody earlier I saw a question saying, is there anything you can do to prevent the shit coins from being sent to you? There really isn't. If you do a transaction on Uniswap or your wallet gets out there, you're gonna get sent.
Yeah, your wallet is always out there. I mean, basically, you know, I mean, it's if you use it one time,
yep,
you know, it's out there. Your address is on the blockchain.
Yeah. And like if you send, you know, you start a MetaMask account, you send Ethereum there and you send it off to one person, you're not going to typically get drilled. It's when you start buying alts on Binance using PancakeSwap, that's when you start getting hit with all the.
Yeah, I see way more of them on BSC, on Binance Smart Chain than I see.
It's super annoying now because on Coinbase Wallet, now that they integrated your Binance and your ETH coins together, it brings up all the scam coins in your wallet. You can't get rid of them.
Oh, that really sucks.
It's annoying.
So this guy's saying the claim phase is only 100 days long. He's got a white paper, blah, blah, blah. If you held any HEX stakes on April 20th, 2022, you're eligible to mint your free PLSD. So, you know, we need someone who can do a deep dive into that contract, right? Like I would trust.
Yeah, that's what, you know, well, a couple of the tweets that I saw, you know, I don't know what Merkle, whatever even is.
Yeah, I've heard Merkle a lot. There's like Merkle proofs. And I mean, I hear it. I don't know what the fuck it means.
Yeah. So
I bought a coin called Merkle one time. So, I mean, I don't even know.
Yeah. I heard of a rapper named Merkleese or something. He's Canadian too, actually.
I used to smoke Merc. Yeah. I mean, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, that's kind of related. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
All right. So, I feel like I was about to do something useful, and now I don't know what it was. What were we gonna look at?
See if anyone claimed it recently.
that is not what we were gonna look at, but that's fine. I'll go look at that.
The white paper.
No, fuck that. This is HEX News. We haven't even talked about HEX yet. All right. Everybody's getting cranky because we haven't even mentioned HEX yet, and it's HEX News. All right. So HEX is at 0.128. All right. And Q shares are at 27.47. Under 3,000. Still super low. Still a great opportunity. Let's see, we'll go through some quick numbers. Oh, about 220 new addresses since yesterday. 9.6% total HEX locked. 9.6%. Let's see.
What's the T-share rate at? 20.
T-share rate 21,357.
It was 21,299 last time I looked at it.
Yeah, I just made the little like I did the calculation to figure out the minimum to get a T-share, and it's like it already changed since I did that. Like I did that like 20 minutes ago, and I saw the Whalebot tweet right after it that the share rate updated. I love that Whalebot. Anybody that doesn't follow Whalebot on Twitter, follow the HEX Whalebot. It's awesome. You get updates about when the share rate changes, or I should say goes up, because that's all it ever does, right? So when the share rate goes up, you get notified. You get notified about big transactions, big buys and sells. So it's and he throws some other stuff in there. he's just an OG hexagon that runs it, and from what I understand, he's a pretty cool guy. So one of my favorites. So yeah, 21,357. That's crazy. Yeah, so we're sitting about 13 cents. So we did go up today. We did that. We definitely went up a little bit today.
That T-share
Little pump
rate
today, yeah.
crazy.
Yeah, it is. It really is.
We're gonna be at 22,000 by the end of almost by the end of the month.
Oh yeah, I know it. Look, the ad is correct. Discourse Syndicate is live right now.
Yep.
Nice.
Yeah, I've never
Nice
seen
work.
that one. That's cool. I always see the staker one.
Yeah, the staker one. Sometimes I see one for hexologist.
Nice.
So let's see. What's the daily looking like?
What? Well, look, that looked like a bull flag for a second, but
Whole bunch of sideways.
A bunch of this. You know what this looks like? It looks like a sacrifice set and another sacrifice set and everybody's waiting for pulse chain.
Yeah, we're all just waiting. Yeah.
It's like the same shit.
Hopefully, the Pulse Doge thing turns out to be legit, and everyone could go buy an extra $1,000 a hex and pump it.
That'd be cool.
Hell
That would be great.
Yeah.
I mean, let's see where it's at. Oh my god, it's at $1.76 now. She's pumping.
Oh my god.
Here's the good thing about it, right? Is if it does turn out to be legit, and let's say for some reason it becomes some ridiculously viral, stupid shit, we all have it already. It's not like whatever amount we are entitled to, that's not really going to change. There's a snapshot. It was already done.
Why?
You know what I mean?
There is no more. There's a max of 12 million for the state. So
yeah, like nothing's going to happen. It's either, price could move. It can move either up or it can move down. But like other than that, nothing. If you can have it and it's it's legit, we could go get it in the next 100 days. So I think in 100 days we'll know if it's legit or not.
Yeah, I would say we'll probably know in a couple days, 3 or 4. I mean, stuff spreads so fast. If it's a scam or anything, it'll pop right up.
Unless this guy could be like super fucking clever. What if he waited till the 100 days was up and then started draining everybody's wallet?
Very true.
Right? He could wait till like a week after that 100 days is up and then start draining wallets and he would get everyone.
Yep.
I hate to think that way, man, but
you got to play devil's advocate always.
You got to think about it. So people are asking in the chat, man, and I'm like not gonna.
I don't know enough about code, honestly.
Don't panic, bro. I don't know if this is real. I really don't know. I have no idea. I can't tell. It looks like it's real, but again, like I just said, this shit could this could be legit for a month, 2 months, 3 months, 6 months, and then all of a sudden it's not. You know what I mean? We don't know code enough. That's why
750 T-shares just claimed it, so they put their wallet on the line. So that could be someone involved with it. It could be someone, right? I mean, who knows? But
that's the thing. Yeah,
that just happens. So.
I'm with DJ Cryptomatic. I think it's too risky. I'm not touching it.
Sure.
I think that it's a scary thing to consider, but it's almost $2 now.
Man,
it's scary, but it's almost $2.
Man, that person that bought they just doubled up on their ETH.
Right? It's so crazy, man. Like
shit's wild, man.
Crypto is nuts. It's so crazy,
really
man.
Let's
just buy some through MetaMask. Just swap some hex for
it. you could feel free to buy some if you'd like.
I mean, it's right now.
I would absolutely watch you buy some on stream. No way. I'm not letting you do that. Don't fucking do that shit.
I will sit back and watch.
That's right. We're just going to sit back and watch. We're in the sit back and watch camp. We're going to just chill. Excellent choice. Gen Hex, good to see you guys.
To pump the price up.
What's that?
Someone had to have just bought to pump the price up again. Can't be dumper.
Well, of course. Yeah. I mean, people are, what's the name of this stream? It's the fucking degen special, baby.
Yeah.
People are degens. We're all degenerates. You just like you're always saying, man. We all have a little piece of degen in us, So of course someone's like, oh shit, someone just had that stupid moon thought that I just did like an hour ago. Like, yo, this shit could go fucking parabolic, bro. Like, I mean, it could. You could also, get hacked and be broke, but.
Jen Hex, you were here when we were just looking at a wallet with 750 T-shares that went and claimed. So people, it's crazy.
Yeah, let me see if I can get back to it.
All the 750s are going to be the squids.
I want to see people see what. So there's some buys. Yeah, let's see if there's a big buy in there.
Looks like that 2 ETH was the biggest one.
Oh, 5,000 $5,000 right here. Yep, 5K. So somewhat, man. It doesn't take much to pump this shit up. That supply must be.
So all right.
So it's getting minted as it's like being claimed, right? So
the same person sold 750, then 750. So they must have claimed from 2 different wallets or something.
Right. Yeah, I guess so.
That's what's going on. I wonder what happened there. I wonder if that person. That's interesting.
Let's see. E0. E0. Yeah, they are all the same wallet. Yep, it is the same wallet.
Then they swapped it for Hex. So I'll go
nice.
Go put them into hex.info for a second. See how much stakes that person has, because they had to claim 3 times to get 750.
Well, I'm looking at that wallet right now. Oh no, I'm not. Hold on. What the hell wallet did I just? Is that a different one? Sorry, I think 2
10 days or 100 days.
I think 2 of those, Adam, were the same.
Yeah,
wallet.
it was 2 of them. There was 2 back to back. Should have been.
Isn't this the same person we just looked at?
That is the
0xCA. Let me see. Yeah, no, E0. It is. This is the same guy that we just looked at that just claimed he just sold it. That's all. It's literally the guy who's
sold it and rebought.
So he's claiming and dumping, right? Or
he
rebought it.
He didn't rebuy.
Okay.
He didn't rebuy. He just dumped it. He just claimed it. We saw him claim it and then dump it. I don't think we saw him buy any of it.
Oh, I thought that was the first. Okay.
Unless any of those are the same guy, but I doubt they are. But so yeah, I mean this guy. Hey bro, if you're watching, you got fucking balls, man. You just put $1 million on the line, dude. You're fucking. He's probably got like 15 squid wallets. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, he has at least 2.
Right. Don't panic. Yeah, if you're a squid, you get 750 tokens. But yeah, I mean, shit. You did it? Wait. Oh, Uni. Oh, he's talking about Uni. Okay.
Can you go back to that transfers thing and see how many people actually claimed, but just in general?
I don't know if we're going to be able to. I mean, doesn't this tell us how many people claim, the holders?
Those are no, because that'll be that first list you're at where it shows what type of transaction it was. Where it should transfers there.
Yeah, but you have to. Why doesn't the holders tell us how many people have claimed?
No, I wish you could filter it from claimers to buyers, but I don't think you could. I don't think it could.
Oh yeah, I guess that's true. Okay, so but we know that there's probably not. I don't know. I don't think there's that many people buying it, but I guess there could be.
Yeah, I mean, it looks like people are consistently.
So there's, I mean, look, this says 213. This says 396 transactions. They're mostly claims,
Yeah,
so we could probably
265s are turtles, and 100 are crabs. 25 are shrimps.
So, and me and Adam were talking about. So, when I started talking about this earlier, is that the way your staker wallet determines what your league is based on how many all the addresses that you put in your account. So, this if you're a squid and staker, you might not be able to get 750 all at once. I don't know how that's going to work because if you're like me, I have my shit spread out over several different addresses. So each address is, I'm not a squid on every address. You know what I mean? So most of the addresses would be like turtle, I get like turtle numbers for or whatever.
Yeah.
So I don't know if that would add up. So what's the turtle? How much do you get for the
turtle was 265.
265? So, and you need what, 10? I think it's 10 T-shares for a turtle, right?
I'm not too sure.
Pretty sure that's what it is. So I think 10 T-shares, 10 to 109 or roughly, gets you turtle from what I remember. So if you had 10 T-shares, or if you were a turtle, let's say you had 10 T-shares and you claimed 10, you had 10, let's see.
You'd get
10 T-shares.
You'd get 100.
So you get the 265.
Yeah.
But if you had it split up into different wallets, so so you would need 10 wallets with 10 T-shares in them to get close to being a squid. I don't think you'd be a squid yet at that point. Or that's 10.
Oh, here we go. Hexin. Here we go. The founder is right here. Awesome. I would love to talk to him.
Awesome. Really? Yeah, bro. You want to come on?
That would be awesome, man. Because I mean, we'd love to talk to you.
All right. Let's see. Hex.info. Let's see. How do we do this? I mean, I guess I could just throw it in the chat. Let me get the link.
Here we go. We can get to the bottom of it on
Hex.info coming on stream live. Let's get him on. All right, Hex.info. Here it is. There's the link if you want to come on. If I see you pop up, I will add you. If I see any of you other degenerates pop up, I'm not adding you. No, maybe I will if it looks like it's going to be fun.
Yeah, I'd love to hear about it. It's pumped. Look at that, almost doubled up.
Did it again? Did I just?
Oh, was it from
$190?
Yeah.
Damn. Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, look at that's freaking $5,000. I mean, that's ridiculous. Here he is. Nice. All right. So here he comes, the founder of Hex.info, right here on Hex News. Let's bring him up. Hex.info, you are live, sir. Anybody there?
He might be muted.
No, not muted. Hex.info, are you there?
Maybe, I mean, Sid had some difficulties trying to get on the first time, so
there's a little bit of activity going on.
Hello, can you guys hear me?
Hey, there he is.
There you go.
Bueller. Yep. What's going on, man? How you doing?
Sorry, I had to switch to my Yeti. I don't use my mic that often, so.
No doubt, man. No problem. Hey, thanks for coming on.
Sure thing. Sure thing.
What should we call you? Should we just call you Hex?
Yeah, you can just call me Hex Info or yeah, Hex Info is fine. That's good.
We'll call you PLSD.
That'll do. I'll take it.
All right. So listen. So here we go. My first question: why'd you take the name that another coin already had been using mostly? I mean, you changed it a little bit, obviously, but why not go with something completely original?
Because it doesn't have maximum reach. If you just ask your parents, right, it'd just be like, what cryptocurrencies have you heard of? Like literally the first ones are going to be Bitcoin and PulseDoge. And honestly, I doubt they could name any other ones. So if you want maximum reach and maximum adoption, you have to go with what works. People like Dogecoin. The world's richest man loves Dogecoin.
It's true.
He tweets about it all the time.
Dogecoin,
literally all the time. People, I know the HEX community is pretty siloed, but you'd be surprised how massive the meme coin community actually is. It's huge. It is huge, and they are.
I'm guessing you meant to say Dogecoin when you said Bitcoin, but you said Bitcoin and Pulse Doge as the ones that your parents would, if you asked your parents.
Yeah, they would say Bitcoin, right? You'd be like, what cryptocurrencies are you familiar with, right? And they would be, a name recognition. It's like, like they would be able to name those right off the top, right? It's, I was having a conversation with my dad the other day, and he was like, "Yeah, I bought some Dogecoin." He couldn't even pronounce Shiba Inu. That's what he bought, and he bought from a friend of a friend that told him to buy it, and he just went on Coinbase and market bought it. And I was astounded. He didn't even know the name. He just bought it. Now, did he buy Solana or Litecoin or any of these other? No. It's a narrative meme coin. He bought the meme coin.
So
great.
You meant to say Bitcoin and Dogecoin, right? Not Bitcoin and Pulse Doge.
No, but I was like Bitcoin and Dogecoin, right?
Okay.
Dogecoin is in the original
that's
2013 Dogecoin, right?
Yeah.
Yes, right.
Okay. All right. Yeah, but that's because that's what we were saying. Because I think you mistakenly said Pulse Doge, and I thought that was for a minute. I thought you were trolling, and you were
no. Dude, I've been looking at a screen all day, homie. It's
all good.
I'm looking at it right now. It's. I got Pulse Dogecoin on the brain.
Looking at a screen is people are quick to hate in this.
Yeah, of course, right. No, you got even though
people are quick to hate. Oh boy, let me tell you. Make a coin, market it, and give it away for free, and see how much hate you get.
Well, you know where it comes from. You know where we're coming from, though. I mean,
it's for the most part, but.
It doesn't have to be hateful. I don't understand the hate aspect and people don't have to be nasty about it, but people should be cautious. And this is the kind of thing that we preach all the time, is to be cautious. So obviously people are going to, some people, we just saw a guy, the guy that just, he's got 750 T-shares or something. Where is it at? Let me say.
He claimed, yeah. Like we're just
right.
Like I can.
So people,
I don't want to fud it immediately. I don't know anything about it. It could be amazing. So we just want to talk about it. We weren't here.
Yeah.
You can fud it all you want. It's a community coin, so it's in a sense you'll only be hurting yourself if if you're fudding it.
Exactly, and this is great. Now we can avoid all the FUD, and you can talk about it and put all that.
So talk about. I'm not going to ask you to talk about yourself because we can't see you. We don't. You could say whatever you want. Really, it doesn't even matter. But talk a little bit about why you wanted to make it, and like when you started thinking about it, and did you write the code yourself?
Some of it, yes. A lot of it's open source, right? I
know nothing about this shit, so like what you say, I'm just taking at face value.
With software development, you're always borrowing, and you really just modify existing code into what you need it to accomplish.
I see. Yeah.
You kind of build out logic, design, right, and then then the next step is, right, how do I convert this and transition it into a programmable? Is it possible? Like, what are the what's the scope of it, the difficulties, the potential complexity and scope creep that always occurs with software. So coming up with a simple design that has not been done before, that is still limits your just you don't want to make it too complex, because you can accidentally run into other like security vulnerabilities if you if you're writing Solidity smart contracts and you don't know what you're doing. You could could create exploits pretty easily.
Okay.
Or be vulnerable to exploits pretty easily.
So, but what you're saying basically is that there's a pretty good framework that already exists for ERC20 token, and you kind of build on that a little bit, or a lot of however much you want, and make what you want out of it, to whatever the limitations are.
Yeah, exactly.
Cool. So, how long have you been hexing?
Forever.
From the beginning.
No, I mean, I don't know how you define a hexagon. Would be like more of a Richard Hart follower. Basically, I early it was like mid 2017. I think it was his debate with, or not debate. It was really it was Tone Vase. They're discussing the fork, and he was talking about the Bitcoin Cash fork. That's about the time that I started watching Richard Hart, and I went back to his old videos, and he was talking about like quitting video games. And the game that was popular at the time was Fortnite. Everyone was playing Fortnite. Everyone was playing Fortnite. And he was talking about video games and basically good ways to quit, and that they're really a waste of time. I was like, this makes a lot of sense. Watched further, and ever since then, pretty much most of what he says is like is very truthful. So if that makes me a hexagon pre-hex, I guess that'd be the answer. But when I first heard about Bitcoin, the hex, it was referred to as Bitcoin hex, and that made a lot of sense, right? And watched it be developed. Richard had multiple developers work on it, and it took a really long time. And the first one, I think the first developer, got halfway. I don't know what ended up happening. Things fell through, and he never finished. And basically, other developers picked back up, but didn't use the existing code and rewrote it. And then ended up getting it. He ended up having it audited and then launched it late 2019. But so I've been following very closely, pretty much daily since.
Bro, it sounds like you know more about Hex and Richard Hart than I do. So
I've been here for a very, very long time.
No doubt. That's good to hear.
What's your goal for this coin? What's the plan, the roadmap, or
Well, there's no roadmap. It's finished. It's a finished product, right? I mean, I want to make this clear. It's not a security. It is not a in no way, shape, or form can you expect profit from anyone other than yourself. I feel like this is a pretty good example of that, given the distribution model of a community-owned meme coin. So, the last couple of months, you hear people talk about meme coins, and I was, for the most part, I've been keeping up with a lot of the side projects, being developed for Pulse Chain, and most of them go the route of like sacrifice, basically give money to a common pool for people to build stuff, and then they hopefully distribute the ownership of whatever they built. Whatever your opinion is of that, whether that's the proper legal or proper human behavioral way of going about building projects is up to the eyes of whoever's giving the money, right? The investor. But that's not really the way I like to do things. So yeah, basically I've been keeping up with the Pulse chain projects being developed. I watched Hedron get launch, and then I noticed that people really like to speculate on Hedron, right? They loved it. At first, right, they dumped it, but then it started taking off, and it was going up a lot, and it was outperforming HEX at the time significantly. The liquidity, the downside pressure, the narrative potential of it going higher, it was all there. And the only thing that seemed to stop it was an influx of liquidity that was added by whomever. So basically, thus keeping the price down, right? It prevents, it prevents it from going up. You need more buy pressure to come in. Well, what I noticed in all of that was people like to buy narratives, right? This is known. People like to buy narratives. That's really all crypto is, just narratives. This is why, narrative-driven coins, meme coins, pump the hardest. They run really hard because they solely operate on goofiness, on silliness, and on nothing more than the price chart, right? And a logo. So noticing that, and then noticing all these other projects that are, in a sense, terribly developed. They are built. They are built for arguably personal gain, and they're not very, very community driven. Now, no hate to PulseDoge, right? PulseDoge win on Twitter, but if you look into his project, his coin, I think he went the extreme lazy route. He went on a layer, basically a tier 2 chain, Binance Smart Chain is where he launched, and this was back in October, maybe earlier, August, sometime mid to late last year. And he kind of played off the whole Pulse chain being released narrative. People thought Pulse chain was going to be released at the time. Little did they know they would be waiting a lot longer. But so they kind of played off that. People were buying it because they would get a 1-to-1 airdrop. Little do they realize, buying that narrative, the tokens will have to be given to them post release of Pulse chain. So once Pulse chain actually becomes mainnet actually arrives, there's going to be a delay because they will have to build out the address set, and I think this is the way they're going to do it.
Yeah, right.
Basically send it out.
They're not going to be. It's not going to be a copy.
It's not native. It's not.
Right.
Yeah, it's not native to the.
So they're gonna have to do some work in order to actually issue that airdrop. Right.
Yeah.
So I see the difference. Yeah.
Yeah, and then that ran up pretty hard, and it was just kind of fun, it's whatever, and then he kind of turned it into like an NFT project, which it's all right, do your thing, but the name's pretty good because it works off of the existing narrative of a dog coin, Right.
100%.
So yeah, people like the Shiba Inu type dog breed. That's, just people like it. It's known, it's familiar. People, like regular people, buy that. They don't buy this token that yield farms or does, it's all the things that like the real crypto enthusiasts care about. Those people scratch their head why people buy meme coins, and they're just like dog coins. Or go, why do people buy that? It's like because it's fun. People don't like the complexity narrative. They like the fun. That's the stuff they buy. Right. So if you like my going further, people, I bought Pulse Doge on BSC, trying it out. I bridged over, and it was fun. But if you look at the adoption, it sucks. It's flat. It's
terrible.
There's no engagement, and it's just like basically very siloed. I don't know if how much. I don't want to. I don't know who watches your stream, so I don't want to be too crude. But it seems to be kind of like a circle jerk of people playing off of like, hey, this is kind of like a Richard Hart dog, whatever. But to the outside crowd, they wouldn't recognize it, right? They don't recognize the
Hexagons is not really a large group of people. Like it's we're a very small corner within a very small corner of some, we're like a tiny dark corner of crypto. You know what I mean? That of course in our world we think, oh yeah, everybody knows about Hex, but in actuality, very, 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 very few people actually even know about Hex, have any idea, or Hex or any other token for that matter. But for this example.
Yeah, and that's understood. But the goal is that we want everyone to know about Hex. We want everyone, we want existing crypto people to know about Hex and Pulse Chain. We want to invite them into a new ecosystem, a new chain, so that they can experience lower transaction fees, higher throughput. They can experience crypto done right. Very little centralized exchange engagement, limited margin trading opportunities, like the real actual crypto peer-to-peer, your keys, your coins, that narrative of crypto is, in a sense, that has the most value, but everyone, most people in quote crypto use it for other things. So you need to appeal or sell them on the other things to get them into the actual good stuff, the value stuff, the important stuff, the personal freedom, the things that we, or some of us, got into crypto and like cryptocurrency for, the provably scarce aspect, right? Like how many dollars are there in circulation? Like you're just basically hoping that the Federal Reserve and whatever other entities are giving you the numbers. You're hoping that is correct and that is accurate. But it's like in crypto, you don't have to hope. Anyone can go on a block explorer, and you can use any block explorer. You build block explorer yourself. You can provably check whether things are scarce. So in a sense, this is these are the things that cryptocurrency solves, right? You can prove certain things. So anyway, I know I keep going on and on, but this is.
I'm giving you the floor. It's okay, man.
Yeah, this is very important because it ties into building a meme coin that is for hexagons, that is given to hexagons for free, no sacrifice. You're not giving. You pay the transaction fee. That's it. It's like basically the equivalent of, and it's very similar, like technology wise, of like if you were the first year of HEX, you could claim your, BTC free claim. So you'd sign a signature with your private key and a, Bitcoin wallet, and then submit it. It locates it as basically it's a Merkle tree, and it basically just, you're able to prove that you're part of that that set of addresses. Right. So anyway, that being said, this Pulse Dogecoin was built with the same principles and ideas that circulate and make the Hexagon community what it is. And I realized that, with Pulse Doge on BSC and I think P33, that's this new meme.
Yeah, I haven't even explored that one yet. We were talking about that earlier.
Yeah,
I just heard about that too.
Yeah, I mean, are people calling that a scam? Because bro, go on the website and I'm sure they didn't. I'm sure the way the coins were, brought into circulation, I'm sure they were just basically point and click, mint this, manually send to people. Look, that's the wrong way to do crypto, right? And I don't know if people are calling those people scammers, but I sure have gotten that word thrown at me quite a lot the last week or week and a half. And it's I don't know, guys, there's a lot of things that are sketchy that are going on, and I don't think the thing that I've presented and in a sense brought into existence really has those attributes that
So someone asked a good question earlier.
Yeah.
And
sure.
I mean, I don't know, there's probably a way to do it. I can't think of a clever way. Maybe somebody can.
Yeah.
Sure. How do we prove that you actually are the founder of this coin?
I mean, I don't
Does anybody have a solution for
as
this?
far as the I mean, there's several different ways that could that someone could prove that. I mean, I just helped bring the idea and the what you're seeing, Pulse Doge, into existence. But I feel like this is more of a community idea overall. It's something that is needed, and it's not something that has been directly realized, but it's an everyone coin. It's to take claim of ownership is, I think, the wrong way to see it. To be
you
label
did call
someone
yourself
as the
founder.
Yes. Okay. Yeah. So, right. But okay. So yeah. Technically speaking, yeah, I founded. Yeah, I founded it. But what I'm saying is, as far as it now that it's launched and it's immutable, I am technically the founder, but I don't lead it. I don't. This is.
I see.
I guess. I guess that's the word
you gave birth to
the founder, but not the leader.
Right.
The founder, but not the leader. I don't.
You started this in basically giving the coins to people that believed in HEX from day one. So those people deserve to have the coins, and what we do is on us.
Well, the idea that. So the observation that I made with Hedron and Pulse Doge and all the rest is people like to speculate. One, people like narratives. I see a lot of Hexicans moving over to other meme coins. The MRI, the Marshall Roganinu, the Cult DAO, you name it. If you do not provide it in the right way, people will go toward. They're like magnets. They go toward the memes of the other communities are offering. It's guys, we need to build a better one here and give it to ourselves, and then we can bring over communities. So we don't lose people here. we need to run the narrative. We need to adopt it, make it better, and then start adopting people into our ecosystem through it instead of the other way around. And for some reason, I get Richard Hart. He's busy, and I don't think he has I just don't think he's thought hard enough about the importance of a meme coin in the ecosystem, in the Hexcan Pulse, the Pulse chain, the PulseX, basically the ecosystem that we are in, and many of us are creating.
Yeah.
So talk about the distribution, because first of all,
if you scroll down, it's kind of So
I see it. Yeah, it's very cool. But I want to address something really quick, because a lot of people are asking.
Right. I'll just highlight with Hedron, when it launched, it was basically a whale's utopia. If you were an existing Hex whale, you were a Hedron whale, then you could see new people coming in. They're like, oh, cool, Hedron, new project, new shiny thing. They buy. They have no idea that the tokens were basically minted and distributed in kind of an unequal way. And in my opinion, I don't think the whales of Hex, when I say whales, I mean large players, basically winning whales, super sharks, pretty much anyone in those groups. I don't think they really onboard that many people. I think the vast majority of the onboarding actually occurs somewhere in the middle.
Probably.
And for some reason, everyone likes to, in a sense, glorify the Hex whales, even though you can. I invite you to do this, because I did it myself. Just go down the list. Go to hex.vision. It's staking leaderboard. It's a pre-built dashboard that Firebun made. There you go.
Right here.
Yeah. So you can go to, I think it's the Open Stake leaderboard. You can believe either, I think you can click dashboard. Elastic Kavana's just
it's pretty clunky.
Right? It's a very powerful tool. So you can basically use this. You can download like a BlueStacks emulator if you're on a Windows or Mac computer, so you can get basically the Staker app running on your computer, and then you can basically copy and paste and see the shares, and you guys basically get more details of what you're used to, instead of looking at it in kind of like a technical detail like this. People's eyes glaze over when they look at this, but when they view Staker app, it's like, ooh, shiny,
right.
Like UIs and graphical graphical UIs they're very color driven, and things pop, and because it keeps people's attention. Anyway, I look, a lot to say, but not a lot of time. I don't want to take too much of your time, but yeah. So anyway, basically Hedron people, existing whales were the new whales in Hedron, and then they just get dumped. And you kind of point out that, like, hey guys, the whales of Hex and the whales of Hedron, they just keep getting coins. They can basically infinitely dump in a way. Now, I think Hex is a great system, and I think it's great, but I think the dumps last a long time, because the share rate doesn't increase at the rate that you might otherwise want it to. So basically meaning people can do 14-day, 30-day stakes continuously for a very long time and just basically keep dumping interest. So basically, in a sense, I'm not too big of a fan of a lot of the Hex whales, because I think what Richard Hart's done is he's built things that are bigger than.
So you think the whales hold the price down more than anything right now?
Yeah, absolutely. There's like a handful of whales.
You don't think they're doing a whole lot of buying right now? They're just
no. You can literally look. It just
look
at the top 100.
I look at it.
Look at the top 100 sharks. I think it's like and some of the sharks, they have accounts, that have one or two, shark accounts, and then the associated accounts you can look at. They have some dolphin, some squid. So they have, several addresses, and they will literally dump it. And you can see, like, one whale was dumping. He dumped like 16. He was basically, if you look at the chart in HEX, that PulseX sacrifice period, and that basically the reason it did not keep going is because the whale decided to dump. I mean, last time I checked, and it was weeks and weeks and weeks ago, it was like 16 million, and then he just moved it right to Kraken. You're like, oh, cool. So basically, it took $16 million from that's really difficult to get into this. And then he just moved it right to one single person, moved it right to an exchange. And he basically has like an infinite number more to dump. And It's like, oh, great. Awesome. So, though I do like HEX, and I do think it has the potential of, it is a better Bitcoin overall. It does suffer from that type of behavior, basically infinite dump from earning constant interest. And there's not a lot of opportunity for smaller people. So all this to say, with like Hedron and, they just earn continuous interest, and like, big, whales in, HEX, there, in a sense, almost needs to not have that constant accumulation for large holders of the coin, as well as why benefit them? Are they onboarding people, or is it the turtles and the crabs and the dolphins that are onboarding people? So
just for people who maybe someone just popped in, this is HEX info. Hex.info. This is the guy, the person who created the PulseDogecoin PLSD. We're here on Nomics looking at it right now. It's $1.94. It's being airdropped to Hexagons, people who have Hex staked as of 4/20/22, right?
Yep, the unofficial meme holiday. It worked hard to try to get that. God damn, it was we had to do quite a few things to try to get that right on 420. See, if if it's 421, it's not as impactful.
Oh,
I don't know if it actually had much of an impact, but maybe a year from now, people will be like, oh yeah, released on 420. Huh?
You definitely grabbed people's attention. I can tell you that much. But the what we were talking about was the distribution of the token, and the reason that the middle accounts like the squids and the dolphins are getting the majority. They get the most for their address, right? Yeah. That's basically so. The highest is the dolphins. They get 900 PLSD per address.
Right, so, but there's only around 900 dolphins, as opposed to squids and that sort of thing. If you scroll down, there's the distribution chart, which will show you how it's actually distributed.
Very good.
Looks very similar to a bell curve, yeah. So
yes,
in my opinion, I think this is a good visual look of the people that are actually onboarding. The actual people that onboard people into crypto or into HEX. I don't think it's the sharks. I don't think it's that many. It might be some dolphins, but the whales certainly are not. I mean, just look at the whales. I won't go too much into the whale class, but
I would agree with you there. That I agree with you with that. It's the whales are not onboarding.
They probably are not. Yeah, I mean, I think it's probably true. There's so few of them, and honestly, it's like. So another question I had for you, bud, is how Staker determines your league based on like all of the addresses that you loaded to your account, is from what I can tell.
No. I believe and if staff for Firebond, I know they're not listening, but if you do get to talk to them, I believe this is the way it works.
Well, we had Steph on, but I forgot to ask him this.
Oh, did you? Yeah, I would like to get it. I think some of their Staker apps, like Staker app, it doesn't update like the leagues that often, or their numbers are just slightly off as you go from like whale, number of whales to number of shy shrimp, or silent shell. Anyway, I don't want to lose you guys. So basically, this distribute, or the what you're seeing is they categorize the ownership of staking shares. So HEX uses a share system basically to pay out interest. And if you want to get more information on this, HEX layman guide, if you just Google that, it should be, probably one of the first links. Basically, it describes the HEX system.
Yep.
But basically, you lock your HEX, that HEX gets burned, and what you have in return is a value, or like basically ownership of this share pool. It's like a pie chart, and you have a sliver of it. And those numbers, so you see like under basically shy shrimp, and then the number underneath that where it's like greater than, point, a bunch of zeros and a 1. That's basically the sliver of pie of inflation. So they get that much inflation, right? Cut of the inflation.
Correct.
So as you go up, if you scroll up, you'll see, different classes, they get more inflation, right? So like dolphins and whatever, they'll have a higher percentage of the inflation. Right. So anyway, this, the breakdown and the distribution is, I think, fair in its benefiting people that are kind of the middle class of the share pool.
But we were talking about, I was talking about how the staker determines whether how does staker determine that you're a shark?
Sure.
Yeah, because
because you can add multiple
input address to it. So say I have 20 T shares on a MetaMask wallet, and I have 10 T shares in Staker app. Is there a way where I can claim them all at once, or am I going to have to do what I did with Hedron?
No, they'll be individual. They'll be, you'll have to
per
claim
address.
Per address. Yeah, the way Staker, it just basically like all your, so like let's say you have like 2 turtle, to what's classified as turtle league addresses individually, and then you put them both in the Staker app at one time. And they all of a sudden your share rate goes higher than the turtle, so it shows you as like a Swifty squid.
Right.
It's not adding those where it's like changing some external number in a database where like those 2 addresses are associated to each other. That's just giving you the on your visual aspect of the app where you would be or where you are with those 2 together. So like, if that makes sense, right? It's like,
that's what I was trying to say. So that, so then when you go, so if you're a squid in Staker app, right? And then you go and you look at this chart, you may be a squid in Staker app, but your squidness comes from 10 different wallets.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to get 750 PLSD on each of those wallets. I'm going to get however many.
So like, if you have like
on each address,
if you had like 6 6 crab, or like 6 tinkering turtles, and they added up to something higher, you basically just go to the claim from the individual addresses. So you'll get those values. It won't be all at once. It'll be individual per address.
That's all. That's just the point I was trying to make, because it's the way that someone might see that, oh, I'm a squid, and then they go and claim, and they're like, oh, I only got what did I get? I got 100, because they put an address that only brought it to the crab level, based on. So I just wanted to talk about that for a minute.
Also, if so, if you are to claim, all your addresses, I guess, I'm not sure what if there was a question before this, but basically, if you they won't be claimed all at once. You have to claim them individually.
Yeah.
Hey, question, with Hedron, right? When you go in, if you use the HSI address, and then you can add that to Staker to like add it to your total. Can you use that? Can you claim the PLSD with that HSI stake address that you get from if you made like HSI stakes?
I don't believe so.
PLSD with that?
I don't believe so, because that's the way. And you correct me if I'm wrong. Like technically, those are wrapped stakes, which means it's like the private key or like the actual ownership of that hex staked is inside the hex, basically the synthetic or the wrapped hex. So, or the wrapped, basically the Hedron. And I don't believe you're able to claim against that and take ownership. I mean, you could try, but to my knowledge,
I don't know. I don't think that's the way it works, because I'm pretty sure that you just have, because you don't even need Hedron to make an HSI stake. You just do it within their protocol, and then you
definitely go ahead and try. It's
I'd like
it
to.
doesn't hurt.
I think I might try to do it with one of those, because you get an individual HSI stake address, with every one that you make. So I'm wondering if that's actually just if that's going to look like just a wallet that has hex staked, as to your contract. That's what I'm wondering. It's just going to look like a hex stake to your contract, like a regular one.
Yeah, I don't have a lot of experience with Hedron, and I didn't test against it. So, to my knowledge, I don't believe you're able to. But if you are, definitely let me know, and I can update some documentation. On the website, I do, working from my knowledge, I don't believe you're able to do that. So, I mean, update me if it's possible.
Yeah. I'm interested.
I can claim that with Staker Wallet. Here to say, so with Staker Wallet, your seed trades that you have for Staker Wallet, you can just plug those into MetaMask, and it's just a front end, so it'll pull up your wallet in MetaMask, and then you can claim it that way. You just have to send ETH into that address, but that's how you'd probably do it through Staker, I'm assuming.
Yeah, I think someone has a video tutorial on how to do it with like Hedron, but you can switch out. I don't have all the exact details, but I want the name of whoever made the video.
I think it might have been David Feeder.
Yeah, it's David.
Yeah, it was David Feeder for sure.
Yeah, so
your Staker phrase into MetaMask, and that'll pull up your account that way, and then you can do it that way. That's the easiest way.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't test against all these different kind of nuance type things. So I wanted to get this out there, and on it at a certain
I mean, you could have taken 4 more weeks if you needed it, bro.
But honestly, like 4 more weeks to test like the niche things. It's like, if the functionality's there, cool. If it's not a big deal, because like, to be honest, Hex was designed to delay gratification. It was not by the original design, made for like, you can add tradable stakes, but that's not inherent in the system. So what I designed is not, it does not build functionality for those special additions that are added on. So I mean, if it works, it works. Not, nope.
Very simply, you created something that is available for hexagons to go and get and do whatever they want with it. So
it is free. It's free, so you can claim it at PulseDogecoin.app, or just go to PulseDogecoin.com or PulseDogecoin.info, or even PulseDoge.com.
Nice.
That's where all of those. If you go to PulseDoge.com, funny enough, it seems to redirect to PulseDoge.com, not the PulseDoge.win other meme.
Yeah, that was a good move.
Well, to be honest, if a founder doesn't secure his own domain,
if he didn't secure that by now, that was fair game. That really, it's true. That was fair game, and I don't blame you for taking that shit because
I get that. And like, to be honest, this can be referred to as PulseDoge or PulseDogecoin or anything that you'd like to refer
like PLSD. That's the way I like to refer to it.
Yeah, I'd say take all of those names and put it into one, because this is the premier meme coin for for hexagons. It's the premier meme coin for Pulse Chain. It's everything into one. So if you want to put all this energy into all these different meme coins,
you're not going to be dropping millions of coins in the market every day.
Oh my God, like the total supply max is 12 million, basically around 12 million
claims,
and that's minted. So
that's
those
super
may
low.
Those may never even be minted.
That's a super for anyone. Just think about Bitcoin, right? We always use Bitcoin as a benchmark. So Bitcoin's is going to have 21 million max, right? So that's like considered a scarce coin. And now this one, flip it, you got 12 million, right? So it's got even less than Bitcoin. That's how I look at scarcity when I try to measure how scarce something is.
It's so few. So I've never seen a meme coin that has a low supply. They all operate with like billions, trillions.
Hey, Hex Info, DJ Cryptomatic wants to know, but where are the memes, bro?
Dude, you make the memes. You run the memes. I don't run the memes. I'm not the lead. I don't lead it. This is community led.
All right. Listen, you said all the right shit. I'm gonna tell you, man. You said all the right things. You've definitely been paying attention for quite a while. I can tell. So
yeah, I mean, this is not a scam. Like the people that are like, oh, it's a scam. If you connect your MetaMask to the website, you'll lose your private keys and your hex. No, not at all. Look at the source code. Like if you claimed the Uni token or GasDAO or ENS or like any other claimable coin or token, it uses the exact same technology. It's like most of it is it's a Merkle distribution. It basically just uses a Merkle root to prove that you're part of a set, like a
like we were talking about with the Bitcoin claim.
Yeah, so like
idea.
And then the permissions. Just go to PulseDogecoin.com and all the information is there. Goes through. Is it safe? Is it a scam? Blah blah blah. Read about it. Look at the GitHub links.
Well, also, I want to say, people have been asking in the chat. It's not a one-day thing. It's a 100-day. It's a 100-day claim phase, mint phase. So we don't have to. Nobody has to do anything today. We can just sit back and watch. I did mention that, I guess someone who's real clever, they could just wait till about a week after that 100 days is up and then start draining people's wallets. But
with what liquidity though? Like that's the thing,
right? I hope. Well, I'm just saying if like I don't know how these things work. People are saying ice fishing. I don't know what the fuck that is, but people are talking about.
Yeah, I think it's if you like connect to a website and it basically is just like malicious like approvals and that sort of thing. But like if you claim when you go through the process, it will tell you what you're claiming, what you're approving, the permissions. Like just look at that.
The other big one that I keep seeing is you can't claim on Etherscan. It's a scam.
Yeah, no, you definitely can, but you have to generate the Merkle proof, and that has it's basically easier to do off a front end, but you certainly can.
I would put on your Twitter somewhere. I would just make a tweet say, because that when I was looking at it earlier, that seemed to be like the biggest thing everyone was saying is, oh, you can't use Etherscan scam.
Yeah, well, Lionheart
it's funny.
just said it in
People
the
say
chat.
that. Yeah, it's funny. People say that, but then it's like, oh, have you ever used that? It's like the same thing with like, I used to have an audit, and you're like, yeah, oh, have you ever read a software audit? When's the last time you read that software audit for that project that you read? What audit companies are there? Like you don't know any of that. It's a narrative. Like, oh, it's software audit. So like, yeah, you could just make up a lie. Oh yeah, it has a software audit, and then people are like, oh, it has a software. Oh yeah, it's got a software. It's like you don't have to prove it. It's like anything that's written or that I say can be verified. It has proof for it. So there's no the whole no shenanigans policy. There are no shenanigans. It's not a rug. There's not forced forced staking.
I imagine that this can all be verified if someone who actually knows what the hell they're looking at. So like, someone who writes code can look through all that code on Etherscan. They can look through the whole contract and they can verify without a shadow of a doubt that it is not a scam. Is that correct?
Please.
Someone's gonna do it.
People do that. I want multiple people to do it. I want as many people.
Oh, this community. There's gonna be at least 4 people that probably do it.
That's great. I want that because this is a coin for everyone, and most things in cryptos are scams. They're there to steal, lie, commit fraud. It's like.
Just like anything, if there's ways that someone can get over on you, they're gonna do. Someone's gonna step in and get over on you.
Right. Imagine this: someone that doesn't want to do that, someone that's not a sociopath that wants to cause harm. I don't like causing harm at all. It's tragic, and I feel like this is something that Richard Hart, myself, and I think a lot of people, we are humans. We're regular people. We care about. We don't want to cause harm. Like if your cup is full, why don't why? What need do you have to steal or take from others? It's like
I'm with you, man. I don't understand the people who do it either.
Money is not the end game. Like,
you have money, now what?
Oh, you're gonna buy a fast car. Wow, that's really cool. It's like, yeah, that's cool, but then what? Like it's bigger than that.
All right, here I got something for you. Blue Bum says someone is saying the button to claim brings you to a broken app with a bad SSL cert.
Does it? I didn't know that. Yeah, I mean, if you run into that, take a screenshot and forward it to, forward it on Twitter. We definitely want to, look into that and solve that. I did not know.
Okay. All right. Good stuff.
There's, so here's the thing. There's with modern websites, they have basically like a lot of like real user monitoring tools that are like built into it. So a lot of stuff that's going on behind the scenes to basically track your activity. There's the websites don't have that. So and that's on purpose. There's like technical things that non-technical people don't even know about that can be adjusted to so that your privacy is intact, and rather than like exploited and store cookie in your browser and basically track user behavior, basically any number of things about your location, your browser type, version, you name it. There's not that. So I don't have that type of insight. And that's kind of the downside to not having that, is I don't know when issues like that occur.
Sure.
So yeah, if that happens, hit me up on Twitter at HEXinfo or at PulseDogecoin either one.
Cool. So you heard it there, Blue Bum. You can if you get that message and you can locate the a screenshot.
Yeah, just make sure to if you do, just make sure to remove any identifiers.
Right.
Like that no one wants. Like, just make sure not to have any personal identification things.
Always be careful. Make sure you don't have any personal identifiers in your screenshots. I have another very, very important question.
Mm-hmm.
Give me Liberty or give me Hex says this guy sounds woke. Are you woke?
Like the modern like liberal woke, the stuff that like people don't like, or like woke as in like I kind of understand the
I'm sorry,
privacy concerns.
That's not a serious question. I'm just.
Oh no, I could talk about that.
So we got a lot of people say it looks like Luther. Looks like you claimed Luther. Am I getting that correct? Did I gather that from your comments here? Just claimed everything is fine, says Jason Armstrong. Crypto BD, I had no issues, claimed on 2 different wallets. So you got a lot of people that are claiming that are going in for it. You got people who have 750 T-share wallets going and claiming. So you got people that are jumping in head first. They don't care. They're taking the risk. They trust you. They like your website. They like the way.
Yeah, don't trust me. Never trust a human. Just
well, they trust your product, I guess, enough to take a risk on it. So
all right, that's fair.
Yeah. So there's you got some customers so far.
No, they're not customers.
I know.
I gotta make that clear. It's not security, not financial.
I'm trolling you. I'm sorry. I couldn't help it.
This is good though, that people are going to be able to come on here and at least see people that claimed, talked about it, had no problems. You've answered a bunch of questions. I hope the FUD is gone.
Yeah.
Now, listen, there's
excluding any like any like an unknown software bug, like excluding a contract, like if it had like an exploit, like any contract on any blockchain could have, that's unknown right now and then known at a later point. Excluding that, I think at the the possibility of that, I think at the end of the 100 days, anyone that was skeptical will probably have already claimed. Like the skeptics will be turned. I don't like these games.
Was that a part of the? Was that a part of the thinking in making it a longer kind of claim mint phase?
No, I just think a lot of people aren't super engaged. The HEX community is not people that are engaged with this stuff every day, so they might occasionally check in on their stuff, and so they're not like jacked into the HEX community. So you want to give everyone the opportunity, and I think a 3-month time period is definitely enough for people to kind of get around to claiming it. If not, kind of sucks for them. They can buy it. They can swap it at any at a later point to get it, or swap whatever they have to get it if they want to get it. And then I don't know when Pulse Chain will launch. Right, so it's 2 months away. If that's 2 months away,
this time
8 months back. So it could be less than 90 or less than 100 days. Could be a month away, but who knows?
Yeah. Let's hope. But that's cool. Then everyone's gonna get another copy. So Hex Luther said that he says he did claim he did all the research into the code that he's capable of, sees no issues, press the accept button. So there were no existing permissions set to steal his funds. So
I wouldn't even, it's just
positive review.
Oh, that's good. That's awesome. That's good to hear, because nothing's.
I gotta wrap up. Listen, man, we didn't 100% verify that you are the person that made this, but I'm pretty confident that you are.
I can tweet you or from any accounts, or you want to change the website to add something like what kind of verification can I do to prove?
All right. He wants to prove. All right, let's.
Well, I'm just saying, like, if you need that, I got it.
No, I don't. I don't need it.
We'll give him the benefit.
I'll
be around. I'm not going anywhere. So
he's not going anywhere. I like what you had to say. You definitely, you've pretty much, like, I was at 70-30 at the beginning of this stream, right? I was at 70-30, leaning towards, I think it's a scam and people are going to lose money eventually. Now that I've spoken to you and I've looked more, I'm leaning a little more on maybe 51-50 now.
Well, yeah, I guess it's better. I guess.
No,
like I said,
I'm gonna just sit back. I'm not the kind of guy that dives in to anything. So, you know, I'm gonna definitely sit back and watch. But I like what you had to say. Thanks for coming on, man. It's really awesome that of you to you know, hop on. That you just happened to be in the chat. That was pretty awesome. So.
Yeah, no problem.
Good
yeah,
shit,
and you know, hit me up on Twitter if you know, if you want more discussion,
I will.
Because I think this will be interest generating, not interest as in, you know, coin interest, but interest as in, you know, focus and human attention, interest generating over the course of the next, you know, 99 days. So. Yeah, I mean, anyone that's listening, go to the website, read about it. Because I feel like people just hear from someone else and they're like, "Oh, I'm not claiming that," and then they're going to end up missing out. And the person that they trusted was, you know, that had the opinion on it, may have been wrong. So, you know, go and look at it for yourself. Verify the code or get someone that's, you know, smart.
Question, Rick, before we leave, did you get it on Nomics?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You did?
Yeah.
How is that like a really easy process? I feel like they've made it really easy, right?
Right in that like the top of the web page.
First the list, right?
Yeah. You just click that and there's like 7 steps, and then I think there's probably a human on the other end because it didn't take very long. And then they just import the data from, blockchain, Infura or something.
Sure.
Yeah. So yeah, they basically it's a pretty easy process.
Cool.
This has been great.
Yeah. Hopefully, we'll be on Coin Market Cap. Possibly, I think you have to have 10,000.
Fuck Coin Market Cap. I don't care if it's ever on there.
You have to have like 10,000 holders, and to get that, I mean, we have more. There's like a total of like 85,000 addresses. I think a little bit over, or slightly under, somewhere around there. Somewhere in the mid 80,000s that have the ability to claim. So we just need
anyone in the chat here too that you know, when you're on Twitter and you see the FUD and the hate, send the link to this video here and start spreading it out so people can see for themselves and hear the answers to these questions. So hopefully we can squash all the.
People keep asking. They're like, "Oh, go on this YouTube channel. You go on this one." It's just
you're definitely in high demand. Luther, who was just here, he does the official PulseDogecoin stream. He definitely wanted you to come on. So I would say everybody direct everybody to the hex.info Twitter page, right? That'd be the best way to contact you.
At HexInfo or at PulseDogecoin.
Cool. All right. At Hex Info is one of the quick, easy ways you can forward things to Mr. Founder of Hex Info here of PLSD. But very brave of you to come on, and I very much appreciate it. I really enjoyed this. I think we got some good info here for everyone that was listening and that's going to tune in and check it out. So,
for sure. Thanks for having me on, guys.
Yeah, man, absolutely.
Have a great night if it is night where you guys are at. I'm assuming somewhere in North America-ish.
Yeah, certainly. I'm going to go to bed because I got to wake up and go to real actual work in the morning.
I feel it. All right, take care, guys.
All right. Peace out, man.
Bye.
Sweet.
Yeah. that was good. That was awesome, man.
That was very unexpected and awesome. Yeah.
Yeah. That hopefully answered a lot of questions. I mean, I know for me, what I saw earlier on Twitter of just the nonsense FUD that was almost comical. This should have answered 95% of that. So hopefully moving forward, just the FUD is, just tiny stuff. Oh, after the 100 days, we'll stuff, just little things that people will be able to look at the code eventually and say, no, look, this is why it won't happen.
Right. Yeah. I mean, this is day one. I mean, this literally just came out today. So people are there's going to be someone in the community or multiple people who can deep dive into this, who know what they're looking at, know how to read code, know how to look in the blockchain and verify this shit. I can, we can do what we can do, but there's going to be other people who can verify beyond a shadow of a doubt that it's legit. I'm starting to think it's legit. I think this guy I think he is the guy who he just knew, enough about it, and I can't see how that was not the guy who made it. That would be very unlikely. Yeah. So thanks everybody for tuning in. We had a lot of viewers today, which was pretty awesome. Guys, don't listen. I'm not this was not in any way this was not me endorsing PLSD. All right. I know we spent like the entire stream on pretty much that, but that's just because that's what popped up and that was the opportunity we had. So it
was a good. Hopefully, we could calm a lot of the FUD too, because that was like a big talk in the HEX Twitter. So hopefully now that all these questions can be answered, and who knows, maybe we'll all be sitting on thousands of dollars in the next.
Hey, I'm cool if people want to keep creating shit and giving free money to Hexicans. I'm down for that all day long.
Yeah, exactly. It's all one click to claim, and it's easy enough for me.
Good shit. Yo, OnePlus, thanks for the sub, man. Yeah, everybody like the stream, subscribe. DS almost at 10K. Let's get us up to 10K. We'll have a little party, and then also come check out me and Adam with Vibra Live. We're doing that on Saturdays. At 9:30. That's 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So,
and Lindsay the Hexican, she's having a massive ladies' night on Friday. So I know there's going to be, I think, 7 or 8 of them on there, and they're going to be talking about inflation and a couple other subjects. So
inflation, that comes up a lot, man, lately. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Jesus. My money is worth like half as much as it was, I think, like a year ago.
Exactly. It's getting bad, but hey, that's what we're here for, to show people how to get around it.
Hell yeah, we got to turn that shit around. All right, people. You guys have a wonderful evening or morning or day, and we will see you next time. Peace out. Buy some HEX and stake it, by the way.
5555.